Massachusetts, the destination for the Rockets. He's 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan. Tari Eason has all the makings of a defensive stopper, and they'll need him to lock it up as they get pumped up before the tip-off against the Celtics. Rockets. Celtics is next, right after this. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Alperen Şengün.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under him.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. The guard spots are Van Vliet and Green. Tari Eason is out there with Smith. And it's Adams in at the center. And for Boston, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum out there with Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Here in the middle of the season, injuries can certainly pile up, Greg. How does a team hold it together when it's missing important pieces?
Kevin, it's all about communication and being ready to step up. As long as you keep working as a unit, you can cover for missing bodies.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Brown feeling it out a bit. Porzingis with a screen on Eason. Fires the 3, and Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Brown.
You know, one of the things I love about Porzingis' game, he's really a terrific catch-and-shoot guy, especially for a 7-footer.
Van Vliet sets the pick for Green. Into the lane.
Something I like about Jalen Green, that ability to go vertical and just adjust midair.
We call that great body control, partner, and you've seen guys over your time around the league where that's a special gift, and it really can make it hard for defenders. Green is excellent using that body and athleticism.
He's off on the first. And Greg, the way the Celtics have approached this season in terms of intensity, I think they clearly feel, though, they have unfinished business.
They've been so close to a title for a number of years. They've even been title favorites at times. It's part of the maturation process, as excruciating as it may be.
And he can't hit the second. Greg, remember back when the 22-23 season started, the Rockets were among the youngest teams in the NBA.
And it's hard to win in this league with youth and inexperience. Houston's front office aggressively adding quality vets like Fred VanVleet in hopes of stabilizing that roster.
And here's Smith, following the three-pointer by Derek White. Smith finds Green. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Gotta love seeing Green deliver the revenge 3-ball payback right at you. Great response.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Tatum against Smith. Here's Tatum. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Kept alive. They shoot again, and it's Porzingis getting it to go. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
No substitute for hustle and hard work, and Porzingis getting the bucket because he put both into effect there.
White against Green. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. For 3, Smith. Great D that time from Tatum. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Adams. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. White dishes to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Green. Outside Holiday. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Smith sets the pick for Green. Driving in. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 5.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Tatum against Smith. And White kicks to Tatum. Back to White. The dish to Brown. It's hauled in by Adams. Rockets trail by 3. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
So it's Boston now. Knocked loose and stolen by Eason. Green finds Van Vliet. No good. That would have tied it. Boston leading by 3. It's Brown on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. The pass to Holiday. Adams against Tatum. 6 to shoot. Right side Porzingis. Good work there as it goes. And it's 7 points for Porzingis.
Jason Tatum scores but also creates for his teammates, a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
Rockets trail by 5. Van Vliet kicks to Smith. In the corner, it's Eason. The Rockets again can't hit.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Pass to Van Vliet. He dishes it to Adams. Back to Van Vliet. Out to the right wing. Adams down low. Guarded by Tatum. In deep. Out to Smith. Van Vliet outside. The Rockets again can't hit. The Celtics have gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Brown the pass to Tatum. Here's White. Dishes it to Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Adams. Tatum, that's for 2. Green with the rebound.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lean.
Smith finds Adams. It's good.
Great dime that time by Smith Jr. there. You see the floor awareness really starting to improve.
Passes it to White. Tatum with it. Scoreless thus far. And so Boston again turning it over. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Boston. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out.
And you know, for the Celtics, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now here's Adams. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now Van Vliet after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. screen by Smith. Here's Green. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Clock at 6. Van Vliet against Holiday. Van Vliet can't get it to go. No doubt, Craig, Jason Tatum is an all-NBA player, and this guy continues to improve.
And JT's scoring average increasing in each of his first 5 seasons. I just love how he gets to the line more, being more aggressive. Tatum was the guy on a finals team at just 24 years old.
In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first.
First in opponent shooting percentage, and they also show up in the top 5 in free throw shooting. That gives you some stability, particularly at the end of games.
And the defense you brought up, holding opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the league, we can't even begin to describe how hard they are to break down. Now here's Brown, still scoreless, bangs home the trifecta.
That's a weapon Porzingis uses effectively. I mean, teams are ready for it now, but there's still not a lot you can do against him when he's knocking down the 3.
Van Vliet against Holiday. Pass to Smith, puts one up from 19, and Tatum pulls it down.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now here's Brown, following the miss by Jabari Smith. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Eason's shot is good.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Smith against Tatum. The pass to Brown. The 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Oh, the DNA of Jaylen Brown. This guy competes there, responding with a 3 of his own.
Now here's Green. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Back to Adams. Pass to Smith. Houston needs to get a shot off. For 3, Van Vliet. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. 7-point differential. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
And so it's Houston with it, following the miss by Porzingis. Green against White. Back to Eason. Nailed from three-point land. Eason's got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Adams. Green comes in for Smith. Whitmore, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Jalen Green. Celtics leading by 4. Now Now here's Brown. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Here's Pritchard. And a miss there on the triple. And they're moving it up. Here's Brooks. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And now just a 2-point Boston lead. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Milwaukee. Brown the pass to Horford. Here's Pritchard. Here's the three. The rebound by Jeff Green. And here is Brooks. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Şengün with the bucket.
At home in the paint, Alperen Şengün has great footwork.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting just 35% to start the game. Brown with the bounce pass. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Here's Pritchard, covered by VanVleet. Here's Hauser, and it's denied. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. The Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Five to shoot. Here's Pritchard, covered by VanVleet. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
So if you look at the Rockets' struggles, Clark, over the last few seasons, what stands out to you?
Well, I think it starts at the defensive end of the floor, Kevin. I mean, a team is not going to make noise in the NBA if they don't defend consistently. I'm sure improving on D is a focus this season.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And both free throws good for Brooks. 1:44 left in the first. Here's Pritchard, covered by VanVleet. And here's Tatum for 3. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
VanVleet kicks to Brooks. They kick it out to Green. Trying his luck from deep. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Teardrop shot. Rockets with the rebound.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
And he gets the bucket.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Pritchard, covered by VanVleet. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Tatum. Şengün with the rebound.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Outside, Green. No good on the triple. Celtics trail by 4. Passes to Tatum. to end the drought. Count it.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Rockets lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And so Green will bring it up for Houston. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün out there with Green. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Whitmore in at the small forward.
This speaks to how assertive Şengün can be. Love when he makes quick decisions like that there.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard. Still without a basket. There's the dish to Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
You can't exhale at all as a defender on Tatum. Mid-range not his go-to spot, but he took advantage there.
Outside, Green. Tries again. Şengün finds Green. Now Whitmore. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Green. Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Celtics.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Green. They set the pick. Pritchard passes to Tillman. The game now all time. Tillman's got his first bucket in this one. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rules. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. That seems less extreme.
Green kicks to Şengün. And Jalen Green gets the 3. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Now the pass to Pritchard. This one for 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. Now Green, 8 points for him. Here he goes. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Shoots from the right block. And another basket for Boston.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
Brooks outside. This is Şengün. Şengün with the screen for Green. Out to Brooks. 3-pointer. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Green with the ball. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. In the 3rd spot, Jason Tatum.
And And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Free throw drops for Jeff Green. Houston making some changes. Steven Adams comes in for Şengün. And Tari Eason subbed in for Whitmore. Both free throws good from Green. Celtics leading by 3. Tatum looking around. Top of the key, Holiday. Here's Pritchard. Brooks covering. Pritchard passes to Holiday. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yep, that one goes. Brooks has got 6.
And the quickness of Brooks's drive can be overwhelming. Bursts inside before the D can react.
Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
Porzingis can't hit.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Out to Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the 3-point bomb. 9 points in the game so far.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Now here is Holiday. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Horford from outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Jeff Green picks one up. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
Reset.
And that one falls for Horford.
Well, you look at Horford, and he scores, rebounds, passes, and defends at a high level. That's why he's had the career he's had.
Mikhailuk's checked in for Pritchard. Whitmore, he's checked in for Houston. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. Now here's Green. 8 points for him. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics are playing with a high level of motivation. All-star Jason Tatum says what we talk about before the game, halftime, is win by any cost, by any means. Figure it out, win the game, and build great habits along the way. Kevin?
Still room to grow. David, thanks. Rockets trail by 3. And here is Green. Adams taking his time here. Here's Eason. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Passes it to Porzingis. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. Nifty move. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Tatum passes to Holiday. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, he's often the setup guy, but Holiday gives you just as much, maybe even more, as a terrific finisher.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Boston making some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Horford. And it's White in for Mikhailuk. Houston also making some changes. Smith checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Brooks. Here's Green. He's got 8. Smith with a screen on White. Smith outside. And stolen by Tatum. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, I like the fact that the energy that Brown plays with makes him a guy that does a good job getting to the line.
And Greg, the massive contract extension for Jaylen Brown this past summer, for a time, the richest in NBA history.
You gotta pay to play, or in this case, to contend for titles. With Tatum and Brown, the Celtics have that opportunity.
Now, here's Adams. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort. They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Tatum. 6 points for him. It's up a 3. Tatum, an assassin.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Green kicks to VanVleet. Smith sets the pick for VanVleet. Pass to Eason. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. And so it's Holiday with it. They'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics, leading by 5. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Well, you look at Porzingis. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Now, Tatum, following the miss by Jabari Smith from deep. Tatum misses off the right iron.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
VanVleet against Holiday. Smith outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on White. Clark, one benefit that Jabari Smith has had in his career, is the wisdom from his dad. He has learned a lot.
No wisdom like a father's wisdom, particularly when a dad has traveled the road that his son is traveling in the NBA. I'm sure his dad learned a ton in his experience that he has passed on to Jabari Smith Jr. in a way that's benefited the younger Smith.
That free throw missing.
So many are excited about Smith Jr.'s future. I think if he can add some muscle to that frame of his, he's going to be a real problem.
Houston making a switch. Brooks checked in. He hits the second from the line. Holiday, he averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Up top, Brown. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Brown's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics. Timeout called the Rockets. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Dillon Brooks.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Shot by Eason, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. There's the pass to Eason. He dishes it to Adams. That's tipped. Stolen by Holiday. It's stolen by Adams. High, arcing shot. The putback. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Boston leading by 8. Here's Brown. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Al Horford's checked in for the Celtics.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
And stolen by White. Holiday with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Brown jams it in.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Rockets trail by 13. Van Vliet looking around. Back to Brooks. Smith with a screen on White.
Take a look here at the numbers for Porzingis. The past month has been surreal. He's putting up about 17 points, 14 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
And so he makes both from the line. 1:46 left to play here in the half. Outside, White. Pass to Horford. Kicks it to Brown. It's White on the wing. Brooks covering. Lock at 6. White the pass to Porzingis. Horford from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Brooks against White. Brooks the pass to Adams. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Here's Eason. The Rockets with another miss. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Brown outside. Pass to Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 11. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Smith outside. Pass to Eason. Back to Smith. There's the three. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Eason. Takes it inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Houston, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight. 7 for 10. And he makes the first. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
9 seconds left in the first half of the game. Brown wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range. And so that's the end of the first half. Boston on top. They lead by 14. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
Well, certain years in the contest are more entertaining than others, Shaq. It's hard for me to believe this field will not be entertaining. You look at the field. Look at all these guys. You got to know they came to play today.
Yeah, they better put on a show. Please don't let us down.
And as for our matchup, what a tremendous first half it was for the Boston Celtics.
Whenever you bring up the advantage one team has, you always hear the same thing. That's why they play the games. Well, it feels like they almost didn't need to play this one. What a blowout.
Man, I'm telling you, anything can happen in the NBA. That's my pitch to viewers to stick around and watch the second half. Does it work? We'll find out. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Rockets trail by 14. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum out there with Porzingis, and it's Holiday in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Van Vliet. Smith wide open. He fires. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
Plays the 4, but he can really shoot it from deep. And when he lets it fly, that shows you the confidence he has in that shot.
Brown against Eason. Now here's Brown. He's covered closely. And here's Tatum for 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And Adams kicks to Green. The pass to Van Vliet. Offline with his three.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Porzingis can't hit.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Smith in the posts. Tatum on him. In the corner, it's Eason. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Eason's got 15 points.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Celtics leading by 8. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Outside Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Smith. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Van Vliet against Holiday. Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. From 13 feet, it goes down. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the night.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Eason against Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Eason. Here's Brown. No good again that time.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Eason passes to Van Vliet. Off target from outside.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Outside Tatum. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Shot clock at 5. And he's finally able to knock one down. He's got 13.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Smith with a screen on Holiday. They kick it out to Green. Van Vliet against Holiday. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got his third basket of the night.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And let's quickly check in on the season's top rookie rebounders so far. You look at Eason. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
And, you know, rebounding was a skill that I thought would translate to the NBA for him. We knew he could board with the best of them, and he has not disappointed.
Yeah, rebounding always transfers and translates to the next level. He's been a bull in a china shop, out working, out hustling guys, and he's really got terrific instincts to the basketball.
Brown outside. Drills it from outside. Brown's got 14 points for the game.
I don't think he could have been any more impressive than he was tonight. Brown is setting this place on fire.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Van Vliet passes to Eason. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith kicks to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. 11 points in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Now here's Green. He's got 11. Smith sets the pick for Green. Smith outside. Off target from three-point range.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Now here's Brown. 14 points for him. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists in the game. Holiday against Van Vliet. Smith with a screen on Holiday. Smith outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
There you see the focus from Smith Jr. Defense a little tight and snug, but still able to get it done.
Here's Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Lets it fly. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Screen by Smith. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Al Horford is checked in for the Celtics. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Brooks checked in. Now here's Brown. Horford with the screen on Green. Brown the pass to Horford. And finished off by Horford.
Few bigs are better in the two-man game than Al Horford. He can pop out for the shot, or he can roll to the rim, too, just like you saw there.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
A moment to check out the numbers for Fred VanVleet. How his last 10 games have gone. First in free throw percentage. And he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now here's Brooks. 11 points in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis. Rockets have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. That free throw good from Eason. And so Eason nails both of them. Boston leading by 10. It's Brown on the wing. Guarded by Green. Brown against Green. Passes it to Horford. From the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Van Vliet outside. Green inside. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Adams. He kicks it to Green. Porzingis with the block. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Rockets trail by 12. Outside, Green. Driving the lane. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Holiday dishes to Horford. Brown outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Over Green. No good off the back of the rim. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. The Rockets have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. First one falls for them. Second free throw, no good. Boston leading by 11. To the inside. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Van Vliet finds Brooks. Outside, Green. Back to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Kick out to Adams. Tries it from 19. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Tries the spin move. 16 feet away. Rockets with the rebound. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The drive by Brooks. And Vliet on the wing. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Adams has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Horford kicks to Tatum. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Van Vliet with it. He's got 6. Adams outside. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Boston making some changes. Tillman's checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Tatum. Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Whitmore comes in for Green. Here's Van Vliet, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. To the paint, and stolen by Horford. Holiday, the pass to Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, back in grade school, when Jason Tatum told folks his NBA goals, they'd often suggest a backup plan. And he said, I always would tell them, I don't have one. I'm going to make this work regardless. Nothing else matters. Kevin?
Oh, I like that. It's worked out, David. Thanks so much. Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Here's Whitmore. He has yet to score. Over to the wing. Here's Eason. The Rockets again can't hit. And stolen by Eason. Here's Şengün. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Celtics leading by 11. Hauser. It's good from long range. Hauser's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
For Houston, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. And stolen by Horford. And they're on the break. The 15-footer. Eason grabs the board.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now, here's Şengün.
Oh, my goodness! Come on now. Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Van Vliet. The three. Eason grabs the board. Rockets trail by 12. Now here's Brooks. 11 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And that one falls for Brooks.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And both free throws good for Brooks. 1:06 left to play here in the third. Here's Pritchard, covered by Van Vliet. There's the pick, and here's Brown outside. That shot is off. Nice D from Brooks. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston, trailing by 10. Pass to Whitmore. A three ball. Boston grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pritchard passes to Brown. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. 16 points for Jaylen Brown. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Şengün with a screen on Brown. Brooks kicks to Şengün. Bucket is good.
Şengün showing his touch there. That's a tough spot for a big.
Boston leading by 10. Brown outside. Horford with a screen on Brooks. Brown drives in, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. No good on that one.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Right back after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. You've got Dylan Brooks. Tari Eason is out there with Whitmore. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Green in at the 1 spot. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
So it's the Rockets now. It's a 14-point game. Now here's Green. D right on him. Şengün with the screen for Brooks. And there's the pass to Şengün. The 3 from Tatum. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And that one's good. Whitmore.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Rockets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Celtics leading by 13. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Here's Tatum. The basket counts. Tatum's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
And for Houston, they're shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Green with a screen for Brooks. And it's Green missing. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. It's stolen by Green. Brooks, left side. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And that's 15 points for Dylan Brooks. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. In the corner, Tatum with it. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Tatum's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Celtics.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Brooks right side. Rebounded by Hauser. Celtics making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Eason's checked in. Boston leading by 17. Hauser the pass to Tillman. Over Eason. Misses off the left iron. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Green kicks to Brooks. It's Şengün, top of the key. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Smooth jumper there by Şengün. He's working on stretching things out more when he can.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Hauser. The kick out to Holiday. That one rolling around and rims out.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too. Tell you what, fellas, he is fun to watch when he's working like that and getting to the hoop.
Boston's gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Now a timeout called by Boston. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. He told him it's all about maintaining the lead. He told him he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Thank you, David. To the middle. Double team on Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. Holiday, a screen on Brooks. Outside Holiday. Şengün with the rebound.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
Green against Holiday. Green inside. The shot, no good. And so it's Holiday with it. They'll bring it up for Boston. Wing shot on the way. And that one's good. Green. And it's 13 points for Jalen Green.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Shoots it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Rockets trail by 11. Here's Brooks. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the toughness of Brooks on display. Not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Boston leading by 10. On the wing, Holiday. Headed by Green. Holiday, the pass to Tillman. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Pritchard. And another miss by Boston.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Drives to the hoop. And the foul on Tari Eason. That's foul number 2 for him.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
Holiday against Green. Trying to get something going. Tillman's shot is off. Rockets trail by 10. Brooks with it. And it's Horford picking him up. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And definitely a streak shooter. When Brooks is hot, he can carry the offense.
Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Green against Holiday. To the inside. Poked away. The Rockets pull it in. Eason's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And a wide open look for Whitmore. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And now it's only a 5-point Celtic lead. Now here's Tatum. He's tightly guarded and stolen by Eason. Green against Holiday. Green kicks to Brooks. High post, Şengün. Out to Brooks. 4 on the clock. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 5. Pass to Tillman. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 11 rebounds in the game. Green taking his time here. Brooks up on top, guarded by Horford. Şengün inside. Off target with the jump hook. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Tillman. The pass to Pritchard. They could use a bucket. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's Green missing. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And the foul on Tari Eason. And that'll be his third foul so far. Houston making some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Brooks. Off the inbound. Bullseye. And it's 6 points for Drew Holiday.
He's only 1 for 4 here in the fourth, but maybe, just maybe, that bucket will ignite his offense.
VanVleet against Holiday. VanVleet passes to Eason. 5 to shoot. Pass to Adams. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Rockets trail by 9. Green in the post. White's there. VanVleet outside. Kicks it to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Smith for 3. Sinks the triple.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Eason against Brown. Outside, Porzingis jacks up a 3. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
You've got to be aware of Porzingis in these situations. I mean, you know he's coming for the three-point revenge there.
VanVleet against Holiday. Smith on the wing. There's Green with the 3. And Boston with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way. So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And it's VanVleet with the ball for the Rockets. They trail by 11. Outside, Green. Crafty move. Going inside.
When Green turns on the speed, watch out. Blew by the defense on the drive that time.
Boston's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Tatum down low. Covered by Smith. Tatum's shot is off. Rockets trail by 9. And here is VanVleet. 1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Count it from 12.
And VanVleet has the stroke to shoot from anywhere, even mid-range, when he has to.
Tatum down low. He's against Smith. A shot by Holiday, no good. Houston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Green finds Eason. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Boston leading by 7. 1:27 left in the fourth. Here's Porzingis, and he converts the layup. Porzingis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Kristaps did not get thrown off by the contact. He's just too big and long, too determined as well.
Holiday against Van Vliet. Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet from downtown. And it's White with the rebound. The Celtics shooting 40% in the fourth. Porzingis with a screen on Easton. Here's Brown, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Explosive in tight quarters. JB imposing his will out there.
First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And here's Green outside. Here's Adams. Second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. White dishes to Holiday. Passes it to Tatum. Lets it go with a three. Hits it from three-point range. And the Celtics lead by 11.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And here is Van Vliet. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Smith kicks to Van Vliet. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Holiday against Green. It's White on the wing. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Giroux. You know that's a team that wants to go inside. How did you make it hard for them?
I really just feel like we really just cracked the paint. Did a good job of doing that. We know they have a lot of paint points, so just being able to keep them out there and try to make a shoot three. So I think we did a good job.
Yeah, you stuck to the game plan, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.